Version 12.0 of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has arrived, and with it came a few changes to Bayonetta. First, I want to talk about the worst thing to come from this update. Bayonetta's infamous Wicked Weave glitch is back when she performs her smash attacks. For anyone unfamiliar, this was one of several glitches from 7.0 that made her hair not come off properly when performing her smash attacks. It had a very high chance of being activated anytime she took any sort of damage. It was distracting and infuriating to say the least. And it made Bayo players feel more so than ever that they were playing an unfinished, janky character. 8.0 came and not only saved Bayo players everywhere by adding some much needed hefty buffs to her frame data and kill power, but by getting rid of the glitch altogether. No more being distracted mid-match wondering whether or not our character was going to look like a joke when we pull out any of our smash attacks. That is, until now. 12.0 has brought the glitch back, but thankfully there's only one very rare way of activating it. It's still annoying nonetheless, but you can mostly avoid it, so let's just hope we don't see it come back more full in the future. And I want to let it be known that when the glitch originally surfaced, it was when the development team had to work from home instead of in the office. Sakurai said in the latest Character Expo that they are now working from home again and will have to up until the final DLC releases for the game. Coincidence? I think not. It does make me worry that there will be more ways to activate this glitch in the future. Anyways, with everyone being caught up, I posted a trivia question asking if anyone else found out the one way we can activate this glitch in 12.0. So, shout out to the first and only person to figure it out, Ryukaz on Twitter. Also shoutouts to you for DMing me to preserve the answer from everyone else. What Ryukaz and I found was that whenever facing Kazuya, if he lands a direct hit with his side special and makes Bayo fall to the ground, the glitch will activate. It will not activate if he misses the sweet spot that makes his enemies fall to their knees. It will also not activate when other characters who have moves with the similar property land their hits on Bayo, such as Ken and Ridley. Matter of fact, the glitch does not activate from anything else in the game right now, at least as far as I've tested. If you find another cause, please let me know, or let us all know in the comments. Now, let's talk about Bayo's buffs, because I know I've been asked by many to give my input on them. Yes, the buffs are useful. No, the buffs are not substantial. She will still suffer from a lot of her jank, such as Batwithin not snapping her to ledge or sending her upwards, people falling out of multi-hits including her jab, smash attacks clanking with every grounded move as well as not having a hitbox as big as the animation, and Witch Time not activating even though all the visual cues are there, such as the flash of light and her being down on her hands for her flip. On the bright side though, the character has become a far more fluid fighter since release, especially after 8.0, and 12.0 introduced 3 more things that work to help cover her weaknesses. First, let's talk about jab, because this is arguably the biggest change to one of her biggest weaknesses, kill power. I'm honestly surprised how much better they made her jab by extending the launch distance and adjusting the angle to push more horizontally, similar to her actual games. She can now kill around 120-ish to 130-ish at ledge and around 150-ish to 160-ish center stage. This is a huge step up from how previously jab couldn't kill till around 180 to 200% at ledge and 210 to 220% center stage. It's nice to have at least one semi-reliable kill option now on the ground at her uncomfortable percents, but even still, it's a very rare move to be used as it has a frame 9 startup when the rest of the cast has frame 1 through 7 jabs, and its multi-hits can be heavily SDI'd in a way that allows the enemy to plop on the ground and quickly roll away to avoid any more hits. This is less the case if you don't hold the A button for the rapid jab, but it's still possible, especially at the percents that the move will kill. Next, let's talk about what seems like a small buff, but is actually very useful in some of her worst matchups. Witch Time having a longer duration against projectiles. A lot of Bayo's worst matchups are zoners, such as Snake. Also bad for her are short characters with zoning options, such as Duck Hunt, Mega Man, Mii Gunner, Toon Link, Young Link, yada yada. This buff will be very useful in those kinds of matchups, and more because they gave her quite a bit more time to make her way to the opponent from landing an unsealed witch time, even at 0%. Which, if you are witch timing the enemy at 0%, please don't. Save it for more useful situations unless you have a 0 to death lined up. Anyways, it'll be nice to have a little less stress against even some high and top tiers like Snake, Palutena, Peach, and Samus. Lastly, let's talk about my personal favorite buff, Down Smash. Why is this my favorite? Well, I'm a huge fan of using this disrespectful move in neutral when I have an overwhelming lead because it's so funny. Now I'll be able to spam it even more. On top of this, we can now 2-frame opponents reliably. Before, we had to plan the timing so far ahead that it was nearly impossible to land at the right time. Now, Madama's heal seems to stomp down at the exact same time as Bayo's actual heal, which all in all makes the move as a whole quite a bit faster. It also makes fun things like down smashing people recovering way easier as well, although now that Madama's foot comes out so fast, I don't think we can spike people from on stage anymore. I've yet to test this on a shield break or a character without a big push box, but it definitely doesn't work on Kazuya. If we really can't do this anymore, then rest in peace to that. So, is Bayonetta officially a high tier yet? It's still tough to say, but we have at least had a solid mid tier since 8.0 gave her so many things that she needed. I'm still holding out hope for the one buff of giving her witch time less startup and end lag to make it not feel so clunky, as it's her one move right now that I feel should be faster than it is. Maybe we'll even see some fixes to some of her jank like down air not connecting on the ground, smash attacks clanking, and bat within not allowing her to go upwards with her air dodge or snapping to ledge. Either way, stick around on my channel and subscribe for more great content like the Super Smash Bros., a show featuring all your favorite fighters in an epic story that will include every single character from Ultimate. Episode 4 just released, so give it a watch too if you've already seen the first 3. Thank you again for watching, and till next time, peace.